Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Listen Along. I'm your host, William, and today I am joined by Moth. Hi, Moth.
Hello.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited for this. I have to say, I don't usually listen to albums more than like a couple times, but I did just because I'm like rotating so much music.
hmm
I've probably listened to your album at least once a week since I found it. Uh,
Oh my God, that's
I
amazing. Thank
really
you.
love it. So I'm super excited for this. If you've never been to one of these before, people, or if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, what we're doing here is listening to the entirety of an album from start to finish, no stopping. I will not be playing the music live on stream. Let me get this image up here. Generally, I like to visit the band's Bandcamp or website or whatever, but I don't have that set up, so we'll just like skip that portion today. But I will say exclamation point listen in the Twitch chat will bring up the Moth link tree and also the master like link for all of the places you can find this album on streaming. So yeah, exclamation point listen. Thank you, Dean Zabine. Dean Zabine. Thank you. Yeah, so exclamation point listen in the Twitch chat. The first one is the link tree. Second one is the master link to all of the places you can listen to the album. So pull it up because I will not be playing the music live on stream. Part of that is to avoid like copyright claim stuff, but also the other portion and the one that I find more important is encouraging you to seek out these artists yourself and give them a little bit of a follow, a little kiss of your affection, and so you can check out what they're doing. Yeah, Moth's Bandcamp. I know that Moth has a Bandcamp. I know that it doesn't have this album on it.
Oh, that's my bad. Yeah,
So I was like, I'll just avoid that this time around.
I
So
should do that.
if you usually listen to this, if you come to one of these and listen to it on Bandcamp, I apologize, but it is everywhere else. The album is everywhere else. So check that out. And you know what, Moth, in your free time, if you have any, you can put it up there. Whatever, it's okay. Not a big deal.
I will. It's funny because I love Bandcamp as like a listener, and then I just forget to put my own music on it for some reason. I just
Well, it would be great if it auto populated like everything else does.
right. I think that's why sometimes I miss it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just another thing to think about, in this constant stream of things to think about. Then to follow this up, like I said, open a streaming provider, everyone. This is your first call. Go do that. The way that we will all be in sync is I'll do a countdown. It'll be a 3, 2, 1, go. That will be what it sounds like, but that was not it. And we will all hit play on go when I do eventually do the real countdown. So keep that all in mind. Again, exclamation point listen in the Twitch chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, I put a timestamp down below for if you to skip directly to the listening portion. So if you don't want to hear us gab for like 10 minutes, then you can click that. But you can also listen to us gab. I want to say hi to a few people in the chat. We've got Sorrowful Yolk, who subscribed at tier 1. Thank you for the subscription. You've been subscribed for 19 months. Wow. Okay, cool. And then Dean Zabine, who is a first time chatter, is the one who came in with the, exclamation point Discord, exclamation point listen. I appreciate that a lot. And not Canadian Boost. Hi. It's so nice to see you at one of these. I believe not. Oh, no. I know who Not Canadian Moose is in person. I don't really remember. I can't keep all this stuff straight, these usernames. Anyway, so thank you, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get into it. I'm going to go to the screen where you can see Moth here. So let's do that. It's not Canadian Moose is the ska morph suit person. I will never remember that. I'm sorry, but I've seen you in person at a Jeff Rosenstock concert. I remember. Okay, here we are. Here's Moth. I did it.
Oh yeah, here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, thank you so much. I really I was turned on to your music by a mutual booking agent. If you still are with Alex Martin or not, I don't know, but like Alex turned us onto your music. I love it so much. You're so fucking good.
Oh, thank you.
You actually made me make my first TikTok too. On my person, I was not planning on using TikTok, really, but I just like I loved that little acoustic performance you did, and I would just play it and sing along to it all the time, and I was like, oh, I just want to record a little sing along, you know?
Oh, that's sweet. The TikTok thing is so funny because like when it first came out, everyone was like, "This is the worst thing for the industry ever." Like it just has this like thing, and then like at some point, it just became fun. Like
I
like
think
now it's just fun.
I
I
think
love it.
people have I think I think people have found that they enjoy it in some capacity, but I know plenty of people who just don't. I think it's I haven't gotten into it. I like watching stuff on it, and I like yours, and like I think you and like Talker and Jiraiya, like to name a few, like Hoity Toity are doing really
Hmm.
fun, cool stuff on there, and I appreciate that. Oh, Scott Toon Network as well is kind of incredible at TikTok, so I love that
Yeah,
stuff. I think people just have to find a way, you know, to do TikTok without it feeling like they're forcing themselves to do TikTok, and I think that's the hard hump to get over.
right. You
Because like
can't be like trying to go viral every day.
exactly, yeah,
You have to
yeah,
just do the thing that you were already doing in real life and put it up there. You know what I mean?
yeah. I really enjoyed your little like tour footage, like little mini tour teaser thingies. I like those a lot. Like just the small portions of you performing.
Oh,
I
thanks.
Yeah, I see that kind of stuff. I never know how well it's gonna do on TikTok because it's like, oh, I don't know. But then, you know, you and Jiraiya both post it, and it does very well. And it's like, oh, I suppose you know the thing about TikTok is that it is like heavily curated. So if somebody is like interested in you as an artist, they're just gonna like the stuff that you put on your TikTok. You know?
Yeah. And like it's always important to remember that like those are all just real people using an app recreationally. So it's like if a person would like it, then a person will like it. It's like it's not some like secret like dark web where there's like a bunch of robots on it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to do a final call here. Everybody, pull up your streaming
Cool.
provider. I will be using the Green Music app. I'm not happy about it. But you can use any music streamer that has the album on it. That being, I don't know, the Jay Z one, the Fruit with the Bite Taken Out of It, Deezer. You could do Deezer.
I'm using the green one.
Ah, the Green Music app. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It really has. I I unfortunately have curated a heavy rotation of artists on there that I follow, and it's just the algorithm works very well for me, and it's just
Yeah.
unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. Can your screen do you have Spotify
Oh,
pulled up right now?
yeah,
That's
and then
okay.
once I
Okay,
get
cool.
back in,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do
No, it's
normal.
all good. It's all good. I thought so. Cool. Are there any final things you want to talk about before we get into the listening of the album?
No, I haven't heard this album in a really long time, so it's gonna be like I might be surprised a little bit as things happen. I'll be like, "What? Oh, I forgot this part." Or like,
Cool. Great. Okay. Well, then that was your last call, everyone. I hope that you have pulled up your provider of choice. Austin, overzealous. Hey, you made it. We're about to start the actual listening portion. Exclamation point listen in the chat. Well, there's the second link is a big like master link to all of the places you can listen to the album. Austin is a friend of mine, so like
"Oh,
and
cute."
yeah, and he comes to like all of these and he tries to catch all of them. So it's really I'm so glad you're here. I hope you get to listen. Maybe you're working. I don't know, but yeah, I'll give you a second, Austin, since you just arrived, and I think we can talk about this really quick. You do have a new single coming out.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah, and you have like a giveaway thing where you're giving someone a $2 check.
Oh my God. Yeah. That has spiraled like well past what I thought would happen with it. I just like was talking with my manager or whatever, and like I don't remember exactly how it came up, but I just like wrote a $2 check, and I like when I wrote two in the dollar line, I just like lost it. I thought it was like the funniest thing. And so then I was just like, fuck it, let's like give this away. Like let's like do a raffle for this $2 check because this is like such a ridiculous thing as is.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. It is very funny.
But people like people want it.
Oh yeah, people want it. I want
It's
it, but
it's absurd.
yeah, that's great. It is. It is fun when like silly stuff like that kind of just like gets out of hand.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
Okay, cool. Well, Austin's at work and can't listen, but he said he'll pretend to listen, and then we'll get Austin will listen to it later on YouTube or something. All right,
Yeah.
let's get into it. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, I'm about to do the countdown, everybody. This is everyone's favorite and least favorite part.
This is my
Because
thing. Okay.
yeah, you're. Oh, I'm ready. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Let me see here. I just gotta make sure mine is right. Ready. So this is "I Don't Want You to Worry" by Moth, and the first song. Okay. Okay, the first song is "Dancing on an Empty Floor." "I Don't Want You to Worry" by Moth. "Dancing on an Empty Floor" is the first song. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right in.
Right on. Austin, who I believe can't listen to it, said, "Oh, I really," or "Oh, damn, I love this song." I, but I do really love this song. What's the boom 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 boom?
Oh, like it's funny because this it's like the sound I get the most praise for, and it's literally just a Logic preset. Like it's some like weird like Logic sound that I found, and like I normally work with hardwire synths, but I was just so attracted to this little preset. I was like, this is so cool. I have to use it.
Yeah, I love it. It almost sounded like a really heavily affected guitar, just like
Oh
doing like
yeah,
muted plucking.
totally.
This is a very guitar record. I was kind of surprised.
It's
Like
I try to
heavily
hide it a
featured,
little
yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a lot of guitar in it. Heaviest pop record ever, right?
Your choruses are just amazing. Like
Fuck.
across the board. They're stuck in my head forever.
Thank you. It's so fun.
This is maybe also going to be one of the hardest listen alongs I'm going to do to like stop myself from singing along to all of the songs cuz I don't want to be annoying to
No, you do whatever
the
you
people listening.
want.
Oh, and this the synth pad here, the chords.
I I almost like when I was writing it and I did this section, I was like, this is too much. I was like, I'm being weird. There's no reason to do this. And so I almost like I almost didn't do it. And then someone that was in the house, I don't remember who, was like, no, that's sick. Like that's my favorite part of the song. And I was like, okay, fuck it. I'll put it in. But I thought I was being stupid.
No. There's also like a very like 70s ish like intro to a TV show feel to that section to me.
Mhm.
And your voice, I love the little grit. I love the little grit. Ah.
Uh-huh.
And this is Isaac.
I don't know if making Isaac the second track was my most intelligent decision. I think that's like the one thing that I'm like, maybe I should have done that differently, is save this for later because I think it's it's kind of a weird second one.
It is a little weird, but I do like it. Oh god, the melody's so good. It's so good though. I mean, like you could put this whole fucking album in any order and it would probably work. Like honestly,
Thanks.
how much input do you have on drums, by the way? Do you just like write all the parts?
For the most part, yeah. Like, um, I usually will like play the drums on the keyboard and then have a drummer come in and play it in the studio. And it's like tracking drums is my favorite. So I'm always just like, try this and try that and try that. Like I just love drums, even though I don't play it. I think that's why I love it.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I asked is because the drum parts are so good on this record, and I was like, I was gonna ask if you were a drummer or.
No, I'm not. My friend Luke Gonzalez drummed on the record, and we actually like used to be in a two piece together, and like used to function as a band. And then he kind of was like, I don't want to do music for a living in this capacity, and I was like, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But so he drummed on this whole record with me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that you can still make music together and it doesn't have to be like overwhelming for him.
Right. Yeah.
This fucking little solo section here.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. And a hard cut. And a
You have
hard
to.
cut. I love it. I'm assuming most like almost all the production decisions are yours too, then, right?
Yeah, I co-produced with my friend Robert, who like he has like 20 years of experience that I don't, and so he can like help manage my production ideas in a way that I just can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you play guitar and you play synth, like piano and stuff.
Hmm.
Are those your main instruments or do you play more?
I also play like bass, obviously, and then like
Sure.
saxophone.
Really?
Yeah, in Concrete Smile, that pad that comes in, all those
Yeah,
saxophones, like
that's
that's
you.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, just knowing the piano and guitar will get you a long way in
Yeah.
the modern day.
I mean, especially piano with like MIDI and stuff.
Yeah.
And here's Debt Collector.
Oh yeah. What a vibe switch.
And an incredible melody, incredible chorus right there. Little tease at the beginning.
I'm always going to be thankful for this song, you know.
Me too. For different reasons, but me too. Did this like you want to expand on that? To just
Oh yeah. This was just like the first time a song ever worked for me.
Oh
You know,
wow.
I like this shit kind of slaps.
It does. You're right.
I like this song. I love playing this one live. But no, it was like I had this song and I like really liked it, and then it was time to put it out, and it was going to be my first song from this record out, and we were like, we'll just throw it up on TikTok and see what happens or whatever, and it got like 100,000 views in like a couple days, and it just people were like, give us the song, like give us the song, and I was like, shit, okay, like, and and it was just this sort of like instant thing. Like it was the first time I'd ever hit a million, or like the first time I'd ever had like anyone other than my friends know who I am,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know. And it was like this is, you know, and it just started a whole thing where I got was able to go play shows and was able to like really start
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's amazing. I didn't know that it was like a little TikTok hit.
a little bit.
Yeah, that's all you need. I mean, honestly, just to get
Right.
started. Like, oh, this part. Oh my god, this is
This
very
I love.
Prince to me.
I, yeah, oh, I love Prince.
Oh,
Yeah, I love this live. The next part is my favorite part in the whole set live though, because everyone just yells it with me, you know?
yes, yes. Fucked up. Oh, oh, that would be so good live. Oh my god.
It's so fun. Those chords that walk up took us like 30 minutes of like arranging the notes because they were like such weird harmonies.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it for so long.
I was gonna say actually that like the walk up at the end of every chorus, like that kind of surprises you the first time you hear it. Like, cause you think the chorus is done and then you do the oh, like that thing. I love that so much. I like and it's like I don't know. I almost wanted like how did you find that? And this is wrong places by the way, but
I don't know. I just wanted to do
hell yeah.
it. The drums on this one are really fun because
Yeah, I
it's
love the
these
drum
are,
machine production on this. Yeah.
but it's all live drums.
What the fuck? Wait,
Yeah,
this?
so it's yeah, except for like a few like of the obviously digital sounds, but
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
snares and the kicks and the hats and everything are all live, and we just like crushed the absolute shit out of them
Oh,
so that they would feel like a drum machine. But
well,
it
you
was
tricked
like
me. You got me.
yeah, I just wanted that like more organic feel.
I like this little like reverse like synth stuff going on in the background.
Yeah, just that's all I was doing. I was just trying stuff, reversing it, and being like, "Woo!" I was having the time of my life.
And of course, another banging chorus. That
That part also almost didn't make it in,
really,
but then I was like, "That's fun."
it is the bang.
Yeah,
Oh, we got Canadian Moose in the chat said adding this to my 2022 albums playlist. Awesome guest.
hell
Yeah,
yeah!
hell yeah.
Thank you, Canadian Moose.
Thank you, Canadian Moose. Oh, or is it not Canadian Moose? Oh no, it's not Canadian Moose. Thank you, not Canadian Moose.
Thank you, not Canadian Moose.
And this is Leave a Little Late.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to gush about a bunch about your lyrics. I know I said it at the top, but like I love your lyrics so much. Like you ride that line of like extremely catchy and also like complex, and you're not being so general that it's like, oh, this is just, this sounds great, but it's just kind of like flowery pop. It's like, no, it feels like you're really delving into like trying to write different songs. Like every time you write a song, it's like, oh, I want to say something new here.
Yeah, I really appreciate that because that's something that like I feel like I'm kind of proud of in my own work. And so it's really nice to like know that other people are kind of having that experience too, because I never know how it is when it's just I'm too close to it to know objectively how it sounds to anyone
Yeah,
else.
no, I understand that. Well, it's really like lyrics are probably the most important thing to me. Like if somebody has like a shitty voice, well, shitty in the whatever that means,
We love
but
bad voices.
yeah, yes, I know I do. I didn't
Yeah.
used to, but I really came around, and I love bad, like, just terrible voices now. But you don't have a terrible voice, and
Oh, thanks.
I just yeah, lyrics are one of the most important first things I pay attention to, and it's like your lyrics have drawn me in over and over.
Oh, thank you.
And this extremely low synth here
I
is
played
so
it for a
good.
friend and they were like, okay, LCD sound system. I was like, oh yeah. I was surprised to see like it's pretty obvious in this track that like I love ambient music and like that's kind of a big influence for how I texturize my songs.
Yeah.
And I think that like just due to the nature of it being a pop record, I think that it reached a lot of people who like hadn't heard ambient music before or like found stuff that they
Oh.
had like loved. And I was very surprised at how many people from that world were like very excited about this song. And I was like, oh man, there's a whole world that you are gonna find and like just adore.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Like,
I
yeah,
thought that song was gonna flop, but people like really enjoyed it.
yeah. It is. It's like a little bit of a different tone too, especially like following. The beginning has so many like banger like things, and that one really takes its time too, like an ambient song would.
Yeah,
Your production is almost like cinematic in some points too.
I love visualizing well, and I don't watch movies, so I don't know why it's so
So
cinematic.
never mind.
No, but I do like to have visuals while
Yeah.
doing things.
And this is Summer's Almost Gone.
You just need a shameless pop song after the weird one.
Summer's almost gone. Yeah. Yeah, and this is like my this is an easy chorus that like you I your music, like especially in this song, I would say inspires me so much because I think there's a tendency to overcomplicate things or to like, you know, feel like you're not working hard enough or doing enough when you write something like this. Where the
Hmm.
chorus is just like summer's almost gone. Like you could play that for someone and have them be like, "Oh, that's it." Or whatever, but like
Right.
you fill it out so nice and you just trust that it is what you want to do with it, and you build the song like in the production process and it just works. I really love that.
If you like, people can read confidence better than anything else. I think that's like part of why simple songs are so hard to make.
Yeah.
Like I actually find the simplest songs the hardest to make because, you know, there was a moment in this song where I was like, am I doing enough? Exactly what you're describing. And then I had to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go track it like I'm doing enough. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. And this is even like one of your easiest like little bridges here. Yeah, into a slowdown of the repeated chorus. Like, yeah, this is like a more traditionally structured song.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta get that like Bowie slap back.
Yeah. And you're right, it is like a confidence thing. Like cuz I listen to it and I don't hear someone who's like, "Oh no, I made a nice little pop song." Like I hear someone who's like, "Fuck yeah, I made a nice little pop song."
Yeah, I love pop music. Like I love pop music maybe more than any other genre at this point. I just it's so great. And like sometimes I think there's this thing that happens too where like people are afraid of the 16-year-old girl. They're afraid of like that fan or something. And I don't know why everyone in bands acts like that. I'm like, I have the music taste of a 16-year-old girl. Like I like all of those like new bands coming up and I like swoon over the same boys that all these younger people are, you know,
I mean, I
and
see you wearing a Harry Styles shirt.
right. I'm a fan. Like I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of like this stuff. I'm like, I'm not scared of that being the target audience for my stuff.
Yeah.
That's I think that's like part of it too.
Oh, and this one is I don't want you to worry anymore.
This one is fun. All that reverb was like actually the room we were in.
I was gonna ask because it sounds very natural.
Yeah, we just had like a Coles 4038 mic set up in the middle, just had it cranked and just I was just walking around the room singing it.
Oh, cool. God. Hey, if you ever need a rhythm guitarist slash backup vocalist for any shows or whatever, hit me up.
Good
I
to
would love to
know.
sing with you.
Sounds great.
Even harmonies. I don't need to be featured. Put me behind a curtain. I don't care. I just I'll get my Omicron booster.
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
I'll get my monkeypox vaccine, and then I'll
That
be
one's
ready.
harder to get.
I know. Yeah. 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 It's very sweet. That song. Yeah, and this is somewhere in your dreams.
So the funny thing is, I think there might be a discrepancy because I think on the vinyl, I don't want you to worry anymore and somewhere in your dreams are switched.
Oh.
And I think that that was why there's that weird chord in somewhere in your dreams because that's the actual sequencing. But I think something got sent. I don't know why it got switched digitally,
Oh, weird.
but
I mean, I think you can swap that, can't you?
probably I'll look into that.
Yeah. I mean, that'll be interesting because that'll make this listen along like obsolete.
It's not obsolete. It'll
No,
be
I just
weird
mean
for
like, yeah,
yeah.
if someone listens to it and it's all right, whatever. And then another banger chorus. Here we
Like
go.
the chances of me actually going in and switching anything or uploading it to Bandcamp are slim to none. Like, I do not touch anything. This is the oldest song on the album.
Oh, like you wrote it the longest ago?
Yeah,
How long ago?
like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like and I just had it. It was supposed to be on the Cindy EP, and then for some reason it didn't work in the sequencing very well, so I just didn't put it on it.
Oh, so was it completely? Did you record it or no?
Yeah,
Oh, so it was completely recorded.
yeah.
Wow,
And then it was like, oh, we'll just save it for something else.
that makes sense. So, but you sat on it for a while then.
I know, I'm surprised it came out. Normally, when I sit on something for that long, it doesn't come out. But then everyone on like my team like really liked it, and I was like, oh, I hate this song. But so I hated it for a while. But then playing it live is so fun, and like it's such a fun one to play live that it totally rekindled my relationship with it.
Oh,
Like I like it
cool.
again.
That's good. I like it. I'm glad it made the record. A little beat drop there.
You have to.
Yeah. You just deliver such a wonderful vocal performance. It's so good.
Oh, thank you. This halftime section is supposed to be camp. It's like almost a joke. That was like how we decided to keep it in there. Was we were like, it's so ridiculous to do this that we should just do it because it's like it's so cheesy that maybe it becomes funny.
Oh, this drum part.
Oh yeah, that's Luke. He's such a treat to have in the studio because sometimes he'll just do something like this and you're just like,
This is Breathe the Air on the Moon.
this one was hard. This song went through 3 or 4 different, like completely different production versions before finally landing on this one.
I mean, like, I really love this, like, stereo panning, like, oh, like little noodly Doppler thing going on here with this. What is this? A synth or a guitar or something?
Which it's just a little synth and an acoustic scratching.
Oh, okay. It's the synth then that I'm hearing, and then it opens up and it's really wide. This is giving me Bowie vibes, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's. I was like, I want to be Bowie so bad. Are you kidding?
Oh, these lo-fi drums.
Yeah, and then that's like the first time you get the fake kick, and then like the first time you get the real one. It's just
We're we're back to here in space.
yeah. Whenever we play this one, up until this point, people are kind of like, okay, what am I watching? I like this, but like, I don't get it. And then as soon as the guitar solo happens, everyone's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
I get it now. Yeah.
It's always the most patient. It's the most patient song of the set because it's like, I'm like, trust me, you know.
Oh, hi, Digital. Glad you made it to the stream. You can see the timestamp and everything below and what song we're on. I don't know if it was an intentional motif, but I heard a little bit of either Debt Collector or Empty Room in like a synth lead in the background.
Oh, interesting. It's not intentional, but it would make sense. I feel like it's pretty easy to repeat melodies on
Yeah,
accident. Yeah.
yeah. This must have been so fun to sing.
And it remains fun to sing. It was just like my favorite vocal performance ever straight to tape is 5 years from Bowie. And like
Oh,
there's just that part where he's just like losing his mind. It's like and I'm like, I love that. Like I want a moment like that, just sort of like it's so weird, but it's like just hit record and just shout stuff. And like that was sort of all it was I was just like just wanting that like very hectic thing.
yeah, it worked. It works very well. And this is Concrete Smile.
This is the most slept on, the least listened to song on the album,
Oh, wow. Okay.
which I'm surprised by because I really like this song. But
Can I like extremely like just smash you with like a compliment?
sure.
I'm gonna I feel very fortunate to have been introduced to your music. I really I truly like think that you are very special, and I just like can't believe that I have lived and been able to hear your music. I really feel that.
That's so kind. Thank you. It's a treat to make and it's a treat to have it impact people in any way, you know.
Yeah. It very few times I will find an artist and it will really change the way that I like approach making my own music, and like because it just like almost gives me permission to approach things in a way that I've always wanted to and I just like haven't. And
Hmm.
like you are definitely there for me.
That's so sick.
And I can't believe like I'm getting to do this right now. Actually, I'm kind of having like a moment. I'm sorry. I'm like I don't
It's
I
the
don't want to take
song.
away from it. It might be the song. It might be the song. Well, just like the lead up to it, like having it is like I'm just gonna stop talking.
I appreciate you.
And you said the saxophone is all you.
Yeah. It was like we just had like I just had it there and I was just like give me 4 tracks and I'm just gonna see what happens. And so it was kind of just like playing along and just hoping it went well. And I think ended up just doing the first takes of all four of those tracks because like
Oh wow.
so I just made those little pads and I think we just kept it and there was like a wrong note in there, but it ended up sounding so sick that I was like, I want it to stay and like just sort of it was a special
And this,
moment.
yeah. I mean that's I love that. And this is Terrified, by the way, this song. And yeah. Yeah, it is funny to me that that Concrete Smile is so unlistened to.
I plan on changing that. I love that song, you know.
I'll help if I can. Also, I really like your lower range on this song.
Oh, thanks. I don't get to use it very much. I think this next tour coming up, we have like a slightly longer set. So I think I'm finally gonna get to start playing this one live, which I'm like really, really looking forward to. How you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk to you more, but I'm
Is this
having a
the?
hard time.
Oh, you're doing great. Is this is the? I think this is the last one now, right?
Yeah, this is the last track. This is Everyone is Everything.
This one
It is
is
5.5 minutes long though, so
yeah, we got time. This one is very special because it was there's no treatment on any of it. Like this one is actually just the sound of the microphones right into the board, and we didn't end up doing anything. So it's like the only truly like completely live recording. Like I try to do everything live in the studio, but this one was like just play it and do it live. And then in the ambient section in the end, we went into the control room and just moved the faders around as we had them and like played it that way as a live performance too.
oh wow. So is is this single is the single microphone getting you and the piano or just
we had two small diaphragm condensers on the piano and one mic on
Right.
the
Okay.
voice that would be getting both. Yeah.
Cool. Also, like, yeah, I love the piano sound. It's like I don't know, not to get too technical, but it sounds almost like you pulled a little bit of like the highs out of it, so it's like a softer like touch.
There's there's a literal cloth between the hammers and the strings. So that's all it was.
Oh, wow,
It's
that's so
so
good. It's like dampened, yeah.
yeah, it's the they had so it's this Yamaha U1 piano and the they had we were at Sonic Ranch, so they had all these grand pianos and these like $200,000 Steinways, whatever the hell you could possibly want. And it was this little like $3,000 piano. I was just like so obsessed with it. Like every time we had to do something piano, I was like, I
We're
love the way
using
this
that.
little upright
Yeah, that's
thing
like that's
sounds.
so good that we actually tracked something for Glass Beach like for the second album, and I think I might actually go back to Jay and be like, "Hey, I think we should retract the piano like and put like separate the hammers like from the because this is such I like a sentimental nostalgic like sound." Yeah. Do you I mean, this must be like such a treat for you like singing as well because like I there are plenty of like singers, you know, who are really good and they sound great on their records, but like you more than most people that I've had on really indulge in like little ballads and stuff like that.
I love them. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged.
I love it. I would sing the shit out of this song. I would just like oh or like most of your songs I'm just like they're so they're so fun vocally. It reminds me of like, you know, those like Bowie ballads or I mean, honestly, even there's like portions of your music that remind me of Muse, if
Oh
I can
yeah.
say that.
We have
Just because
similar
that,
voices. Yeah.
yeah, that vocalist is so like it's a treat to sing some Muse songs too. It's just like you're in the car, and this is like your music is very like I'm in the car by myself. I'm gonna like just sing these fucking songs. Like it's
Yeah.
great.
I think a lot of it is meant to be listened to alone, you know.
What is this sound?
This this sound might have the most lore of the whole record, which is
Oh,
um so basically Robert at the time was doing a lot of work with oh, I
yeah,
gotta
go for
pause
it.
my thing.
I had to
Um
pause mine too. It tried to play
yeah.
Terrified again, which I do not need right now.
um but so that sound was basically at the time Robert was doing a lot of production work with Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck and um he was like Johnny has a studio in his house that like will like that would be where we would go record sometimes and stuff and Robert, like Johnny had this night where he like spilled coffee, like he was just doing the thing, and he spilled coffee into like a Juno 106, and then just never got it fixed for like years. And so Robert just kind of took it and was like, I'm gonna try to figure out if I can get it fixed, which he did end up getting it fixed, but that sound is the only sound that the Juno would make while it was broken. And so
Oh.
he took it, and um, we like recorded that sound. And then I think he got it repaired for $400 and ended up being able to keep the thing.
Wow, okay. Holy
Which,
shit.
yeah, but it's kind of a funny sound to end the record with because it was like it would you just well, we would never be able to recreate it because now the Juno's fixed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was kind of the only thing we could get it to do. Is so we were just like, why not? It's there. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it sounds great. It's a great way to end the album too. It's a great like mysterious sound.
yeah, that's what it's the one of a kind thing. Like if you have something that's one of a kind, like you just use it, just document it, and and document that it ever happened. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you open the record with a Logic preset and end the record with a one of a kind, like never replicated sound.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's I think that like people get very like purist
Yeah.
about one thing or this thing or like all digital, all analog. And it's just like if it's cool, it's cool. Like if it works, it works. Like I think that despite the opening track being a Logic preset, it's a relatively unattractive Logic preset to most like pop producers. So it's not overused yet because I think it's just like this weird thing that's like, why is that in there?
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? But yeah, it's just like if it works, it works. It's good stuff.
I completely agree. And we're done now. We've done the listen along. It has happened.
Yeah,
We completed the record. Are there
proud
any
of
things that you
everyone.
feel like you didn't? Yeah, I'm also proud of everyone. I agree. Especially Austin, who stuck with us the whole time, not being able to listen to the album. So just
That's
like
so good.
some commentary from him was there was one comment early that I really liked. I didn't want to read it all out because like I feel like the gimmick would get worn down, but what was it? Don't you love it? It was like, don't you love it when a song ends and another song starts,
Oh yeah,
or
I do
something
love
like that.
that.
Yeah, love that. Yeah, and Austin can check it out later. It is a special record. You're a special musician to me, and I'm excited for your new single dropping
Oh, I
tonight.
can't wait. I'm excited. Yeah, everybody seems very it's the most excited people have seemed about a song in my whole career, I guess.
Yeah,
And so I'm just like really excited to see what happens.
yeah, that's awesome because like I guess like since this is technically, I mean, you had the EP and then like this like for a quote unquote debut album, whatever.
Yeah.
If you've been a musician for a while, you had the band before, like I understand how that goes. But like it's a different feeling to release something in anticipation, like where people are
Yeah.
actually like, you got a taste of that with the deck collector thing with TikTok, where you kind of released a little portion of it and then people were like, this is so good, give us more. But like this is like, hey, here, this is about to drop, and everyone's like, yes, like give
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's been wild. Like, because it's just because we went on that tour and
Yeah,
I think a lot of people like stuck around, which is like amazing. Like it just feels really wild because like regardless of what happens, I'm just really excited because like you know I I come from the house show scene and stuff where it's like 20 of your friends and it's really just an excuse to drink beer while something
sure.
loud is happening, and then it's like to be able to like be in some of the situations that have happened lately feels just really unreal. It's really exciting.
I'm happy for you. That's awesome. Like I'm hoping and dreaming of more for you as well. You know, whatever success feels like to you, I want you to have it.
Success feels like if I'm having fun. I get having the most fun is is always like the thing that I want to do. I just am having fun currently
Yeah.
by having people like it. Like it's all super. It's just a blast. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. Doesn't have to be more than that. So that's cool. Okay. Well, I think I'll take us out then, since
Okay,
we've said our piece and we did the listen. So, I'm gonna do a little like outro kind of thing, and then I'll end the stream. I'll say bye to you like off stream, just so you know. But you can say
okay.
bye now to everyone if you'd like.
Goodbye, everyone.
Great. And thank you again, Moth. All right.
Of course,
So,
thank you for having me.
yeah, definitely. And whenever you release like more stuff in the future, like not a single, because I don't really do listen alongs for singles, but when when the next record comes out, EP, whatever it is, I obviously would love to have you back on. So
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
I think there's
Okay,
a
cool.
we're off air right now, right?
Well, no, yeah, we're about. I just have to do an outro, and then
Oh,
and
okay,
then we'll
cool,
be off air. Cool. So
cool,
I'll get back to you in like 2 minutes.
cool.
Great, cool. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube and that kind of stuff, I have plenty of others. Even if you're watching this on Twitch, I've done this is like my 45th listen along that I've done, I believe, something like that. And you can find the rest of them. I have them archived, like cataloged in on YouTube in the Second Glass Beach channel, the Second Glass Beach channel on YouTube. You can also find that with bit.ly/listen along YT. Capital L, capital A, capital YT. I put it in the Twitch chat there. If you're watching this on YouTube, you've already found the channel, so you don't need it. And yeah, and Austin says, "Holy cow, that's a ton of good music," and it is. It's been really
Oh,
great.
Austin.
It's been wonderful. And so check that out. I've had like Proper, I've had Riverbee, I've had Nightlife, I've had Pink Shift, I've had loads and loads and loads of other wonderful, amazing artists. And another artist with a song called Debt Collector, I've had Jiraiya on, and it's been incredible. So check that out. If you have Twitter, I have a Twitter for this. It's @_listen along. I only use that to like let people know when streams are happening and when stuff goes up on YouTube. So I don't like retweet other stuff. You can turn notifications on for that Twitter account. You will not be flooded with a bunch of bullshit from me. It is purely about this show. And that should be good. I have some other ones that I have coming up. I believe next weekend I'm having Hey I Love You back on to cover their last release, and I'm trying to reschedule the Nightlife one right now to cover their newest EP as well. They were supposed to come on, but we had a scheduling conflict and had to reschedule. But it'll be cool. So I'll have those. I have a couple of Kara's Walk Home. I'm still trying to schedule to cover their latest release, and they've been ready every time, but I keep getting booked for music videos, so I have to reschedule. So that's my bad. Sorry, everyone. We will get to it. We will. I promise. Okay. With that, I'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day. And I suppose I need like a thumbnail image for. There we go. Okay, for the YouTube channel. Great, cool. All right, thanks everyone. I'll say bye to you in a second, Moth. But bye to
Cool.
everybody else. Bye.
Goodbye to everybody else.